Endless Star Wars speculation. I'm here for it.
Me too. Let's do it.
Good. Listen,
Okay.
we're put out on Twitter to ask people, hey, do you have any good theories relating to Star Wars Episode 9? Not even good theories, just anything.
Any
at
theories?
all.
Good theories is fine, but bad theories is better.
Yes.
Because we can shoot them down.
That's exactly it. So I've got a bunch of here. We're going to go through as many
We
as
got
we
a bunch
can.
of here.
We got a bunch of here. And some rapper tomatoes.
Ooh.
We're going to do as many as we can.
We're going to do it while stomping those tomatoes with our bare feeties.
That have a delicious Napoli sauce at
Mm-hmm.
the end of it all. Hopefully. First up, we've got from Kofi Kingston.
Good name, first of
I
all.
agree. The Emperor's Force Ghost was possessing Kylo Ren the whole time. Then they had to do a Force exorcism to bring back Ben Solo, who will eventually defeat him. And then they'll all live happily ever after until Disney decide they bring it all back again.
Intriguing. Okay.
Yeah. So a possession of sorts, an exorcism.
Does that track if you go back through the last couple of Star Wars movies? Because we're talking about Star Wars.
Yeah, he's pretty mean.
He's mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that would also kind of be like, it's a bit kind of like, well, he wasn't really evil because he had an evil spirit in him.
That's
Wasn't
true.
he didn't kill his dad? The ghost of the Emperor killed his dad.
Well, that's true. I mean, a story of redemption is good, and there's a lot of, Star Wars is all about stories of redemption.
Yes.
But if it's like, well, actually, he wasn't that bad in the first, but he was actually a good guy, that takes a lot of the sting and the tension out of it.
Then again, they did.
What a twist, though.
Well, they kind of doing that with Loki also, didn't they?
Yes, they did. It's true.
So my brother's just calling.
Okay.
I can't talk to him right now though because we're doing this video.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Wait, which brother?
The brother that you like.
I'll put him on.
I can't. This is from Eric John E. Hayden Christensen is the titular Rising Skywalker. His Force Ghost. Most of these are Force ghosts and clones and spirits.
Oh, absolutely.
Most of these theories are
I would have expected nothing less.
His Force Ghost will finally show up to set Kylo straight and reveal it was Palpatine's influence that made his performance so bad in the first place. A little bit of a shot at his bloody acting,
That's
mate.
a
No need
sick
for any of that.
Yeah,
all right?
come on, he's
Look,
been
he had
good
some
in other
wooden,
things.
He had some wooden dialogue. But
I mean, I've never seen him in anything else, but
Glass, the movie Glass. Shattered glass, not glass.
I haven't seen whatever that is.
Well, Life is a House. It doesn't matter. It's not important. The one where Nicolas Cage
Life
and...
isn't a house.
Yes, it is.
All right.
The one where Nicolas Cage and him are witch hunters or something.
Oh, Nicolas Cage and Hayden Christensen, Witch Hunters.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
What do you think about that?
I don't like it.
To be like, listen, you think you're doing a good thing, but we both have scars on our eyes. And there's one lesson I've learnt.
Yeah.
It's that I fell into lava.
Yeah. Well, one lesson for you. See that lava over there? Don't pitch yourself into it. You lose your arms and your legs.
Well, that's unrelated.
They got chopped off, didn't
They did get chopped off. But I think there's a fair chance we're going to get Hayden Christensen in this. He's been showing up to more celebrations and cons of
Right,
late.
okay.
I feel like,
But that smacks of neediness to me. I wouldn't put him in.
No?
No. I'd be like, come on, mate.
Well, you're not J.J. Abrams, Mason.
It's true, yeah.
I think we're going to get a bunch of Force Ghosts in this. Or at the
Okay.
very least, some Force
I
Ghosts.
think they should keep it to a minimum just because, again, this is a new trilogy.
Yeah.
And just stacking it with characters people don't necessarily remember might be a bad idea.
People remember him. For good
I remember
or
him
ill.
from Life as a House.
Yeah, sure.
Remember that time he was a house?
Life isn't a house, Mason.
Oh, what?
J.J. Jacobs says...
Oh, great
one,
names. Great names all
great
around this
names.
time around.
I hate it when we get shit names.
Me too.
It's gross.
Yeah. Here's a list of terrible names we've received in the past.
Aiden. Brett.
Braden.
Braden.
Caden.
Jeff. With a
Hayden.
G.
Hayden. Christensen.
1. Skywalker isn't a name. It's a new type of Jedi. 2. Mason Will in a twist loves Star Wars news this week. You love Star Wars news, don't you?
I love Star Wars news every week.
He's, of
That's
course,
the
referring
twist.
to our podcast, The Weekly Planet, where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. We recently did an episode on all the revelations from Star Wars Episode 9 and the celebration. It's linked below. You can check it out. But what do you think about, is Skywalker not a name
I like that idea a lot.
Yeah.
Because again,
it's a metaphor.
It could very well be a metaphor. I mean, a lot of for a long time people were like, who is Rey a Skywalker? Is one of the robots a Skywalker?
Are any of the robots Skywalkers?
One of the robots, but a lot of people are like, okay, well, the Jedi Order is one of the themes of this. The last two movies, I feel like, is the Jedi Order has failed.
Yeah.
And maybe it's failed because of the stringent rules they've put upon themselves.
Sure.
No love, no glove.
Just flips.
Just flips and tension.
That's right.
So maybe the Skywalker, maybe it's a new order that encompasses, the skills of a Jedi, but just remember to be yourself.
I agree.
Isn't that a lesson you could take with you?
Couldn't have said it better myself.
No, you probably could have if you
All right,
had
here
time
we go.
and scripted it. All right.
Evan at SWCC, Star Wars Celebration,
Oh, yeah.
Chicago. At the start of the trailer, that's not Ben attacking Rey. Instead, they had
It's-
another Force projection started by Rey so they can confront the greater evil together. I don't know about it being projections, because that's also really difficult and it can kill you if you do it for too long.
Yeah, right.
But it could very well be like a people have said it's a training exercise or...
But the only reason that killed Luke Skywalker is because he projected his own vanity into it.
Oh.
That really takes it out of you.
He darkened the beard.
Got to take the wrinkles out, the crow's feet.
Do you reckon he shaved a few kgs off?
I think he shaved some kgs
Yeah,
off.
you would. I would.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Even if it would kill you.
Definitely.
Yeah. Look, I don't think
I'd be taller.
Yeah, right.
I'd be tanner.
I'd be a TIE fighter, and that's what this is, clearly. I don't think that's a projection. I think that's...
No, but I do think that it might be something else.
Yes, for sure.
Because you could just gun her down.
Yeah. External shot of the TIE fighter and the internal shot of the TIE fighter could be two different TIE fighters.
Could be, yeah. Exactly. Alex Edwards says, I think Rey will have been born of the Force, similar to Anakin, possibly due to the return of Palpatine, and will end up taking out the Skywalker name as tribute at some point. So what do you think about that? So Rey has no parents, they've mentioned that before, or they're in a pauper's grave, or maybe that is true or not true, but the fact that the way that Anakin was, the Force created him.
Yes.
Also, create someone better. This guy
Yeah,
sucks.
right? What are you doing creating this guy? He's a bad guy.
I mean, the Palpatine or Plagueis or whatever tried to make, the most evil being, and
Yeah,
the
right.
Force went, well, what about this?
Okay.
It's still bad.
Still pretty bad. All right. I mean, assuming this is still one big saga, this is a 9-movie saga.
Yes.
I mean, you could, if you want to balance that out, maybe Rey is the good version.
Yeah.
Maybe the creation of Anakin somehow also created Rey decades later.
Good point.
Yes.
This is from Jack Wolfson.
Oh, that's a good name.
Rey is partly cloned from Luke's severed hand that was cut off on Bespin. The Emperor got it and planned to make a new apprentice to replace Vader, but he'd still have that powerful Skywalker blood on his side. His return in the movie is a hologram recording explaining this.
Oh, very good.
Or a tweet.
Now, if I recall from the books, the Star Wars books that are no longer canon,
Yes.
they made a clone of Luke.
2 U's. Luke.
It was
Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker with 2 U's.
He was evil,
yeah.
I mean, she doesn't look like Luke,
No,
but who does?
just Luke and bigger Luke.
And bigger Luke, that's right. Google it.
Yeah.
I'm
look.
not totally against the clone
Sure,
thing.
why not? Yeah. I mean, clones are very firmly established as canon in this universe.
That's true.
But again, aren't they also established they all look identical?
You can, it depends.
Yeah, okay.
It depends who you clone it from.
I guess that's probably
If you clone them from a Jango Fett, you get a bunch of Jango Fetts.
Yeah, right, uh-huh.
Yeah. If you clone it from a Salacious Crumb, you get a bunch of those pricks running around. This is from Just Adam, selling himself short there.
Yeah, I know,
I feel
right?
like, you're more than that.
Well, we'll see what the tweet is. Maybe we'll
Okay,
get to the end of
good
the
point.
tweet and we'll be like, well, he is just Adam, isn't he?
We've seen in the Clone Wars Darth Bane's spirit was around on Moraban, so it's not much of a stretch that Palpatine's spirit is hanging around the debris of the Death Sticks. Star.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you
Yes.
think of that?
I like it. And you know what? You're not just Adam. It's a good observation.
It's a solid idea.
That would work. I mean, we're predicting potentially we could have a full return of the Emperor as a clone or as a Force ghost or whatever. But what if it's just kind of like, what if it's just like half a spirit floating around and haunting and mocking?
Yeah.
Like that's all he can do.
Boo!
Boo!
It's like with those two guys in the Muppets.
He's Statler and Waldorfing.
I meant
exactly.
the drummer. This is from Insert Name. The Rise of Skywalker actually means that Luke has a secret baby who destroys the dark side forever. I think it might be a bit late in the day to be like, secret kid.
baby, yeah.
Yeah.
Or unless it's literally just a baby. It's a secret flying baby. It's got all the powers of Luke Skywalker, but none of the weaknesses. Fewer kgs.
Okay, sure.
Whipping about.
Tanner.
Yes.
I get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I think it's probably too late to be like... I think if they're going to do Secret Skywalker, it'll be Rey. They'll be here's your new hero, Jonathan Skywalker.
Yeah, right. Uh-huh.
He's better than ever. He can do more flips than anyone ever before.
He's never stopped flipping.
Yeah.
He was born flipping and he's never stopped.
He's got all the powers of Rey, but not too many powers, so people question the abilities of that character.
Exactly,
like
yeah.
they're too overpowered.
We're going to show you a full timeline, dated, which shows how he developed his powers in the correct way, not too fast. Correct amount of time. Reasonable amount of time for magical wizard powers that have no real timeline.
Correct. This is from Zunbi17. This is the last one. The Emperor turns out to be some manifestation of the dark side, and he was Snoke, or at least controlling him, and Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor are both in it, and there's probably a big Force explosion at some point.
Oh, that's a good one. That's
There probably will be a big
good
Force
solid
explosion.
combo. Yeah. I want Force ghosts out the wazoo, just all floating
Keep
about.
him coming.
You know what? Everybody who died is a Force ghost. In all the previous 8 movies, everyone who died, Force ghost. Whether they're Force sensitive or not, they're back.
Kit Fisto.
He's
the
back.
guy with the really long head.
Yes, the mouse droids that died on the Death Star, they're back.
Get him back.
Exactly.
Dexter
the guy that got his
Jetstar.
arm cut off
Yep.
in the bar on Mos Eisley.
But
he's
just the
back.
arm.
Just the arm is back.
Because he's still alive.
It's doing flips.
the ghost of his arm.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I'm hoping that the Emperor it's a fake out.
Uh-huh.
Like it's a Wizard of Oz situation where somebody's pretending to be him
Yeah,
to take
right,
power or
uh-huh.
whatever. They did it with Thrawn in the comic books.
Well, I'm hoping it's
books.
even further removed from that. I'd just like it to be just a memory of him. Like it's a
Right.
flashback, or it's a hologram left on the Death Star.
Yep.
Or it's just
a fart that he left in his chair.
a fart that he left in his chair. Exactly, that's right.
Sure.
And when you go into his chambers, you can smell the light, the burning ozone of the lighting, and a fart. That's what I'm hoping for. And one of the characters says that.
Yeah.
Lightning and farts.
I actually did a video, an 18-minute trailer breakdown of the Rise of Skywalker.
Oh yeah.
Which people can check out. There's a lot of theories in there, which are more theories than here even.
My
A bunch
goodness.
of stuff on how the Emperor may have returned, what the Rise of Skywalker can mean, which Death Star it is, and so on and so forth. You
Mm-hmm.
can check that out. Also, I have a podcast called The Weekly Planet as mentioned. There's that recent episode on Star Wars Celebration. We talk about the new video games, the new TV shows,
the trailers, the
movie,
movies. We talk about
the hiatus.
We've seen all of Star Wars Episode 9. We break that down for
That's
you.
right. We've seen
Definitively.
exactly what happens.
Yeah. Well, every last minute of it.
Remember, nobody's ever really gone. Not when they've left a fart in a chair.
That's right. You'd wish they were gone.
That's right.
Ugh.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
Grab that jam, you guys. We'll see you next week.
I said that. I said next week. I stepped
know.
on your line early. I apologize.
On my line.
Yeah, it's your line. It's your
My
famous
trademark line. See
Yeah.
you next week.
My chair sounds like it farts.
If that's how you think farts sound,
Go to a doctor.
yes.
See you next week.